Welcome to Beachwalks with Rocks. Today is show number 83, and you can find us at beachwalks.tv. One of my most confusing topics is the topic of limits and boundaries, and comes up for me today because I had a bunch of good friends over for dinner last night, and I drank too much, and I was really feeling the effects of it today. But now I didn't drink too much alcohol. In fact, I didn't drink any alcohol last night, but I drank too much energy. And this concept of managing energy is one of the things that is really front and center for me when I think of limits and boundaries. I have this notion that we are at our core spiritual beings, and yet we're here having a physical or human experience. And by definition, that means we've chosen to incarnate into a body. And having a body means we're subject to limits and boundaries. And that's one of the things that I think when we become conscious of this difference between the spiritual self and the physical self or the psychological self, it helps. On the one hand, helps me sort and manage my energy. On the other hand, it raises a lot of confusion at different times. But anyway, my number two really wanted all of my friends to be in my house at one time. Decided it was my number two anyway. And it makes perfect sense, at first glance. I like this person and this person and this person and this person. Surely they will all like each other. And surely the more people that I have there, the more fun that we're going to all have. As it turns out, we have a very small house and a small yard, and we live very close to our neighbors. And so having 11 people and 3 dogs turned out to be a binge, an energy binge for me, as I will describe it. And not for any one purpose or any one person or any one reason, just that it was a lot of energy. And I'm used to a pretty quiet house, Lexi and me and secret cameraman, and so to have that much more energy was really fun for a while, and then it was tiring for me. So today I really laid low, vegging out, just recuperating my energy from all of that stimulation and all of that excitement. And it makes me think of Homer Simpson moment. He's always going dole as he has these after the fact realizations. And I just love that, because what's so great about Homer Simpson is he's never on his own case. Other people might be on his case, but he's never on his own case. And that's one of the things that I'm really experiencing here in Hawaii, is learning how to get off my case and realize that none of this matters. This is how we learn. We bump up against these limits and boundaries of having a body all the time. In my ideal world, over on the other side, or from whence all of our souls came, I'm sure we commingle in the millions and billions effortlessly. But over here on planet Earth, where we have time and space and all of that stuff going on, managing energy becomes a full-time conscious activity for me, at least, because I like to feel good and comfortable in my skin, literally comfortable in my skin. And when I have too much stimulation and I drink in too much of other people's energy, then I'm not a happy camper. So I hope that you find that useful for perhaps today as a kind of a frame of reference, managing energy, getting off your case, 2 of my favorite things. Lexi's ready for a few more ball tosses. The sun is gone behind the clouds. We're going to go swimming anyway. It's going to be very cold. Feels like winter, even though it's almost the end of May. If you'd like to Skype us, you can Skype at Roxanne Darling. If you'd like to call, the number is 949-544-1456. And remember, We're planning a contest, our 100th episode contest. I've created a page on the website where you can read about all the details. I hope you will consider submitting a Beachwalks promo and entering the contest for a whole bag full of Hawaiian goodies. Aloha.